3일차 available for the chat or let me win table tennis. He was a 10. He was eternally for leisurely chat or let me win table tennis. He was eternally available for leisurely chat. He was eternally available. Eternally available for leisurely. He was eternally available. He was eternally available. He was eternally. He was eternally. He was eternally available. He was eternally available for leisurely chat. He was eternally available. He was eternally available. He was eternally available for leisurely chat. He was eternally available. He was eternally available. He was eternally available for leisurely chat. To let me win at table tennis. Eternally available for leisurely chat or let me win at table tennis. To let me win at table tennis. He was eternally available in the chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win a table tennis. Available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. To let me win at table tennis. He was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win. He was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was eternally available. He was eternally available. He was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was eternally available. to let me win in table tennis. He was eternally available for legendary chat. He was eternally available legendary chat. Oh. He was eternally available for legendary chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was eternally available for legendary chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was eternally available legendary chat or was eternally available for legendary chat or was eternally available for legendary chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was eternally available for legendary chat or to let me win at table tennis. To let me win at table tennis. To let me win at table tennis. He was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. Eternally. Well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand after giving up teaching university student on his 5th birthday. Something rectangular, busy, and unsentimental. Her fashion icon was a queen. That, well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving a teaching university on his 5th birthday, he was more normal. He always seemed to have to know. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After teaching university student on his 5th birthday, he was eternally normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving teaching university student on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or let me. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 5th birthday, he was eternally available. 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 He was eternally available for Leslie. He was eternally available for leisurely chat. He was eternally available for leisurely chat. Leisurely chat. Leisurely. He was eternally available for leisurely chat. Or let me win at table tennis. Let me win at table tennis. Let me win at table tennis. Well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. He was teaching university student on his 50th birthday. He was only available for leisurely chat to let me into table tennis. 졸려. 30분 보고 찍어. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was eternally available. He was eternally available for leisurely chat, or to let me in. Well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. Ooh. Yeah. Well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was still... He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He was seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was eternally... He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat to let me in with the table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 51st day, he was eternally available. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. To let me win at table tennis. To let me win it. Well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 51st day, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student. After giving up teaching university student on his hand, 51st day. 뭐가 지금 너무 졸려. 아 졸려. I always knew we were a fairly of family. First, there's me. Too tall, too skinny, too orange. My mom, lovely, not like other moms. There was something solid about her, something rectangular, busy, and sentimental. Her psychological was keen. Dad, well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university on his fifth birthday, he was eternally available with a chat. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or let me to you. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university student on his 50th birthday, on his 50th birthday, on his 50th birthday, on his 50th birthday, 50 T T T. After giving up teaching university student on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He always seemed to have time on his hand. I was teaching university with 50th birthday. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his student's 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. That well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university still on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 50th birthday, available for legally to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching universities, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 50th birthday, I was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me in at tennis. Normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university student on his 50th birthday, I always knew a value of family. First, there's me. Too tall, too skinny, too old. My mom was lovely, but not like other moms. There was something solid about her, something rectangular, busy, and sentimental. Her fashion icon was the king. Dad, well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win at table tennis. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 50th birthday, after giving up teaching university, after giving up teaching university student of birthday. Well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After finishing teaching university on student first day, he was eternally. 졸려. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 51st day, he was eternally leisurely chat or he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or table tennis. To let me in. He always seemed to have time on his hand. After giving up teaching university birthday, turn and just turn. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university students on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me win a table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university, that well. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time for the teaching university students on his 50th birthday. He was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me in on table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university for long after giving up teaching university well, he was more normal. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university students on his 50th birthday, available for leisurely chat or to let me in. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university birthday, he was eternally available. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. Teaching university. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university students on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me in on table tennis. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university students on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me in on table tennis. Well, he was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university students on his 50th birthday, after giving up teaching university students on his 50th birthday, I'm not really available for leisurely chat or to let me in. He was more normal. He always seemed to have time on his hands. After giving up teaching university students on his 50th birthday, he was eternally available for leisurely chat or to let me in on table tennis.